Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. To start off, we're going to be putting tape in our eyes so that we can ensure to get a nice crisp line when we apply our eyeshadows. Just be sure to put it on the back of your hand to loosen up the glue so it's not too sticky in your eyes. We're going in with the LORAC eyeshadow primer that comes with the Pro palettes to prime our eyes. Now we're going to use a Makeup Geek eyeshadow called Creme Brulee and a Sigma E40 blending brush to put that in our crease to act as a transition shade to help our colors blend easily when we apply them. Next, we're going to use the Maybelline the Nudes palette and taking that bronze shade to put on our lid. I'm using a MAC 242 flat shader brush. Again, we're going in with the Sigma E40 blending brush to blend what we had just put on our eyes. The key to any eye look is blending. Now we're going to go in with a Kiko eyeshadow. It is in the number 208. This is a beautiful color. It could be used as an eyeshadow, a highlight, all the above. And to make it more intense, more of a metallic color, we're going to spray it with the MAC Fix Plus and apply it over it on the center of our lid so we can have like a pop of gold color. Taking that brown color on a Sigma E25 brush, we're going to be putting that on the outer V, the outer corner of our eye, to help define it and put some definition. Next, we're going in with another Makeup Geek eyeshadow. This is called Cocoa Bear on a Sigma E35 eyeshadow. I will list everything down below. And what we're doing is putting this right in the crease underneath the transition shade just to warm it up. This gives it a very nice brown breath. I'm horrible at describing colors, but promise you it'll look gorgeous. On my finger, I am putting on the water eyeshadow from Kiko. This way it becomes even more metallic than it already is, even after we sprayed it. But this is just to make sure it pops. And again, just blend, blend, blend. Whatever work you put down, just make sure you go in with that initial blending brush to blend everything out. And if you want to deepen in the outer corner, as I'm doing now, that will help too to make the colors a little more intense. Now it's time to remove that tape to see how crisp the line is, and look at that. Beautiful. So we're going in with the Inglot eyeliner, the gel liner number 77. It's probably the blackest black ever, and it's waterproof. It's impossible to get off. And I'm using I want to say it is the silicone liner brush from the Real Techniques line. Again, I will list everything down below, but it's the perfect eyeliner brush. You can go over it as many times as you want without even making mistakes. It is mistake proof. Now we're going to use a black eyeliner. I'm using the one from NARS, but you can use any one that you like. The drugstore has a really great one. I want to say Joanna is comparable. If you check out my Instagram, you'll see that it's actually better. We're going to curl our eyelashes now and apply a couple of coats of mascara prior to putting on eyelashes. Going in with the L'Oreal Miracle Blur. This stuff is like miracle cream. It is absolutely perfect. Smooths out a lot of imperfections. Give it about a couple weeks. It doesn't work overnight. Then we're going to go in with two drugstore foundations. This is the L'Oreal Lumi and the Covergirl. It's like mixing a matte and dewy finish to get the perfect medium. Not too matte, not too dewy. I personally love the combo. But the drugstore has a lot of great foundations to choose from. L'Oreal just happens to be my favorite. So I'm going to be buffing that in with my Real Techniques buffing brush. And make sure you get your neck to ensure that you don't have a two-tone color, because that's never pretty. And blend, blend, blend. Make sure it's perfect. Now we're going in with a concealer. This is the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline in the color Neutralizer. And this is just to highlight and erase any dark circles. And we're going to put it under our eyes, on our forehead, chin, cupid's bow, just to highlight the areas of the face. I'm using a pointed brush I got at IMATS. Not sure where it's from, but Sigma has a great, I think it's the F86. And we're just going to use that to blend it in. And I always like to go in with a blending sponge just a dampened one specifically, just to make sure everything is smooth, and it also adds some moisture so it doesn't look cakey, and it blends it out even more so than the brushes. And this is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. To set under eye concealer and highlight at the same time, this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in, I want to say, Diffused Light. I'm not sure if I'm lying about that, but I will list it below. And I'm just putting that in the areas that I put concealer, specifically on my under eye, so it doesn't crease. And then we're going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder to set the rest of the foundation so it doesn't look too dewy. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I will have a full brow tutorial coming up very soon, whenever I have the chance to film it. But, what I'm just using is the Brow Wiz to kind of define the outside, fill in as much as I can, but then I go in with the powder towards the inner corner so it doesn't look too harsh. And then to make sure your brows don't move, I use the Maybelline Brow Drama. It's like hairspray for your brows. And then I'm going to go in with the Nudes palette from Maybelline to take that cream shade and highlight under the brow. Next, I'm taking this Loreal True Match powder in W7, and this is just used to warm up my face. I'm using a Sigma F20 large powder brush. To contour, I'm using the Benefit Hoola Bronzer with the NARS Ida brush, however you like to pronounce it. And I'm just using to carve out the hollows of my cheeks to make them more defined. And I will be using it also on the sides of my forehead and on under my chin and towards my neck. All the areas that you want to create shadow to make you look thinner. For blush, I'm going in with two NYX colors. I believe they're Terracotta and Espresso. I'm using a Sigma F30 blush contour brush. Again, it will be listed below. I love that I'm pretending like I know what I'm saying right now, but I'm just using that to apply my blush as so. And then to make sure everything is nice and blended, I'm going in with my Sonicasha Duo Fiber brush, large brush, and I'm just using that to blend everything in so that there are no harsh lines. After, I'm going in with the same Kiko shadow that we used on our eyes. I'm using it dry to highlight the high points of our cheekbones. And like I said, this has so many dual purposes. I would highly recommend checking out the Kiko water shadows because they are beautiful. Then I'm going in with that same brown color that we used in our outer V of our eyes. We're going to put that with a flat definer brush on our lower lash line. And we're going to take a black eyeliner and put it on our lower waterline. And I'm using a brush so I don't have to touch my concealer that I already set with powder. Duh! Taking Makeup Geek Creme Brulee on a Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm going to be putting that on my lower lash line to blend out the brown that we just put. And that's me trying to refocus myself. And now we're taking that same Kiko Gold shadow. We're going to be using it dry to highlight our inner corner so that our eyes pop. And then on another pencil brush, we're going to be taking that Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Cocoa Bear, that brassy bronze brown. You know what I'm talking about. The one we used in our crease, we're going to be using that in our lower lash line to pull the whole look together, warm it up, spice it up. On your lower lashes, we're going to be using the Clinique Bottom Lash. This thing is perfect for your lower lashes. It just is smudge proof and it's just beautiful. You should get it. It's only $10. And you can get it at Sephora, Clinique, wherever you want to go. Obviously, I've started without you guys, but I was out of frame. This is my first video. And I'm using the Jordana Plush Plum Lip Liner to outline my lips, clearly. And I will be also filling them in. And then I use a Q-tip to clean up around the edges. For lipstick, I'm using the Revlon Matte Balm in the color Stand Out. And then to make sure I don't have any lipstick on my teeth, pop! Thank you all so much for watching. This was my first video ever on YouTube, and I sound ridiculous on this voiceover, but when there's not as much background noise in my house, I will be able to fill some sort of an intro and a conclusion, or whatever YouTubers do, but I promise I will learn, and I will have much more videos coming for you. But thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!